Obviously, it's nice to win a game. That is first and foremost. I think you have to give Southern Utah a lot of credit. I think they had some pretty good players at some of the skilled positions, and I thought they did a pretty good job, and made some plays. At the same time, I thought we had some guys step up, mainly, VJ. Made some plays for us and did some things that were real positive, but we had way too many penalties, way too many mistakes in that part of the game that are sloppy, and they hurt you, and you can't play football that way. Well, we're still going to be committed to run the football. I mean, I don't think there's any doubt about that. I think, we did a couple of things pretty decent tonight, but at the same time, there were a couple negative plays in the run game that you can't have. Well, it's nice when you've got a playmaker like VJ and, things that he can do with the football. So I think that's a big plus with us. And, at the same time, I think there's a lot of things we can do better in that part of our game.
Coach, a lot of guys with their heads down, surprisingly, after this win. Do you feel good about the win?
Oh, it's good to win.
Do you feel good about the win?
You always feel good about the win, but we got a long way to go. Well, obviously Walter wants to have better ball security. We want Walter to have better ball security. So, and he will. He's a young kid, and I think the one on the goal line was. The guy put his hat, I think, right on the football. And so, Walter, he'll bounce back. I think Brandon, made some vertical runs, pretty good for us in there. And then I think, Anthony, I thought he got a little more open room this week, so you could see a little bit more of him.
Coach, you've talked about trying to establish one kind of lead back. At this point, is Brandon your guy?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, he's the guy who has the most experience. I think all three guys, and I think all of them will play, but I think right now he's the lead guy. Why? Basically, Walter probably in the last 2 weeks has done a little more. He's got a little different speed than the other guys do, a little bit more of a acceleration through the hole.
Coach, how did you like the atmosphere of San Diego State being your first game here?
Well, it was great. Believe me, we'd like to have the stadium full, but, for those fans that were here and students and that you could hear them, they got loud, especially on the goal line stand that the defense had there at the end of the first half. And I thought that was a huge play in the game because you take some momentum away from them going into the locker room at halftime. And we needed a little momentum ourselves.
Coach, the kicking game last week was a tough part of it for you. Were you happier tonight, especially with the coverages on kickoff?
Well, I think the first one got out a little further than we'd like, but I thought we started covering a little better. We started reading blocks a little better and getting over the top. So, yeah, that was important. And I think, I don't know how Brian punted, but, I thought he did a good job.